Hello everyone, and welcome back to this special episode of Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro, and the only person here. Younger Bro is not here right now. I am also not playing the game right now. This is me voicing over select clips of the last time I recorded River City Girls. Now, this is basically a boss rush mode, which I have made explicitly to show you that it is, in fact, our fault that the playthrough was really shit. So, for example, right now I'm using Kunio to fight the first boss in the game. And that's how much damage you can do to her. Just because you know how to play the game properly. No, this is not me paying somebody to play it. I am playing this character right now. Well, about 3 hours ago, me is playing this character. But yeah, no. So, basically, as I assumed when I got to the end of the game, like, this entire playthrough has been pretty bad entirely because we were shit at the game and not using combos or items. Although for the first few fights here, I do not use any items. I'm also not using any, abilities, or not abilities, any, items, equips. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm not using any equips to, boost stats at all. I am currently only equipping money-increasing items, because this entire playthrough was me trying to get enough money to get 2 items for every single character. Each item costs 5,000 money. So I had to get $10,000 on every character. And currently, Ricky and Kunio are the only ones who don't have that. So yeah, so this entire playthrough was just me getting money for these guys. So, as you can see, first boss went really easy. Now, to be fair, let's be fair to us in the original episode. The first boss was pretty easy to begin. Like, there wasn't too much about it. So, let's say that one was a fluke. But no, the boss is gonna get really hard here, right? Well, let's see. So, first off, just combo right into the boss. That's already a quarter of his health gone from the first third. And there's 2/3. Yeah, no, it's not actually hard. Yeah, we were just really shit, guys. Now, to be fair to the game, they do, like, I think double the boss's health when you have 2 players. But even still, that doesn't explain or excuse the entire crap. Yeah, you can just dodge that by jumping past it. And you can just get in the middle of this attack here and just hit him while he's doing that. Oh yeah, by the way, we never noticed in the playthrough, but I told Younger Bro afterwards, there are apples during this attack. So you can just absorb the apples and get health back. Not that I really need that right now. So yeah, it's pretty easy, honestly. The big thing about this fight is you don't want to hit him more than 3 times. If you hit him 4 times, he will start blocking. And even later on in the fight, he will block at 3. So yeah, here's this attack. As long as you just don't fall off. I don't know how I didn't fall off there. But as long as you just walk around in a circle, it's really easy to dodge. And then, yeah, here. So here he starts blocking because he's on the last phase. So I finally take a little bit of damage in this fight. But even still, it's not that hard. It's mostly just let him get out of his iframes by walking around a little bit. You can also punch him while he's down, which I completely forgot on half these bosses. And then, yeah, it's not hard from there. So, there we go. Done. Honestly, talking about the game for a minute, I wish they had this boss rush mode in the game. Way forward, if you're listening, put this boss rush mode in the game, please. Now, unfortunately, guys, right here, there's gonna be a cut, and we're gonna skip to the next boss, the music boss, not the boss that's supposed to be next. The reason is because I was recording these videos in 30-minute chunks so that they wouldn't be super long and hard to edit. And then the recording software just decided it didn't want to record. So I didn't get the last boss. Speaking of the last boss, it's actually one of the hardest bosses in the game. Oh, I also didn't get, I keep forgetting about her. I didn't get, the clothing boss either. She's still just as easy. Like, the clothing boss is not hard. The biggest thing is just basically doing what I just did to the previous boss there, to, whatever his name is. I do not remember Magic Guy's name. But you just basically do the same thing to him. Just dodge the bullet hell that she throws out, and then just stand in the corner, and then she'll hit herself. And then you do the same thing, combo her to death. But yeah, so I didn't get that boss, and I didn't get the other boss either, because the recording software just didn't record the 30-minute video. So fuck me. But yeah, the previous boss, the ugly Nappa-like guy, he's actually the hardest boss, or at least one of 2 hardest bosses in the game. Because he can't be comboed easily. Not impossible to combo him, but he'll spend like half of a round just blocking you. So, he's kind of the most difficult boss just because he doesn't give up his iframes easily. But no, this boss is not really that hard. The hardest part of this is dodging her fucking Guitar Hero shit, which we found in the playthrough as well. So, nothing surprising here. But yeah, no, seriously, I would love just to have this boss rush mode as an unlock. That would be great. I don't know why they didn't do that. Like, that just sounds cool. Because then I can just practice this shit. Because this is honestly the hardest part of the game. But yeah, anyways, getting to why we fucked up so hard in playing this game. One of the things with a lot of fighting games, guys, if you've never played a fighting games expect you to grind, in a sense. Not necessarily for levels. For your information, guys, the levels in this game don't matter at all. Every boss, every enemy is coded to do the same amount of damage, no matter what your stats are. There's only 2 items in the game that doesn't apply to, and that's the 2 items in the game you need $10,000 to get. But for anything else, they are always coded to do the same amount of damage to you, no matter what your stats are, no matter anything else. So, leveling up does not matter. But anyways, for most fighting games, they expect you to grind, not to level up, but so that you'll test out every single combo, every single ability you have, and figure out which ones are the broken ones, and then use those all the time. Same thing here. Like, that's what I figured out pretty quickly with this fight. Oh, by the way, I haven't even spoken to why I'm using Ricky. Kunio got all the money. Kunio's at 10,000. Everyone but Ricky is now at 10,000, so I just switched to Ricky and just fought this boss. It also shows off that it isn't just Kunio that can fight these bosses quickly. Ricky can do it too. So, anyways, yeah, so, big thing is, we did not do that. We did almost no off-camera stuff, except to do a minimal amount of, like, leveling and getting, characters. So, that's why we were shit. Because, again, we did not really grind for the game. And I'm not even gonna blame us entirely. Because one of the problems with doing a Let's Play of a fighting game is you don't usually do that. Which is why Let's Play in fighting games, you tend to be shit unless you're really good at fighting games. And since we're not really good at fighting games, yeah, we're bad. Obviously. So, anyways, so yeah, that's why we're playing as Ricky, that's why the combat's really bad. But yeah, anyways, as you can see, this is really the hardest part, is dodging this. After this point, like, it's really easy to fight her. She gives you so much time to, like, with her attack that's about to go across the screen, this one, she gives you so much time to punch her followers that, like, they're not even a problem. Even if you tank damage from them, it's not really a problem. And if you bring even a modicum of, like, a healing item into this, it's easy. Like, just done. No problems there. So, yeah, all the bosses were entirely us being incompetent. Not to say some of them aren't hard. There are some hard bosses, but they're really not that hard. So, here we go, guys. This is where I'm going to take every single character to buy these items, which, as you can see, are 5,000 apiece. Now, if you're asking what these do, what each of these items do is, the tank button here, that item makes you 10 times stronger. You do 10 times the amount of damage, but you go 10 times slower. The bunny item makes you go 10 times faster. So if you equip them both, you just get 10 times stronger with no downsides. Okay, so this is the final fight here. This one I just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna use Misako because she's one of the few characters that isn't at level 29 or level 30 at this point. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna use her. And to prove that, once again, it isn't even just the boys that are better. No, you can pretty quickly fight Sabuko even with Misako. It's not that hard. It's just getting good at the game. Now, I've said in the past, I don't like the phrase, get good at the game. And I stick to that. I hate that phrase. Because in most cases, when you say, get good at the game, you're not saying that because you want somebody to actually get better at the game. You're wanting to put them down for being shit at the game. My motto for a game is if you're not having fun playing the game to begin with, getting good doesn't matter. The game has to be fun first, and then you can get great at the game. And I think that's something a lot of fighting games forget. Now, this game actually is fun, guys. I know that we were shitting on the game hard while playing it, and that's because we were bad at the game. But even while shitting on it, I've readily said that I think this game is good. I enjoyed playing it, even when I was upset with it. The characters are great, dialogue is great, the, like, sprite work, music, all that's great. I will still stick by the lane shit in this fighting game is not the greatest. Could be better. The fact that you can't, that when you use an item from your inventory, it doesn't give you a prompt, so you can just accidentally use items, is bullshit and should be fixed. But this game is not terrible. It has a learning curve, as all fighting games do, but once you get past that, once you understand how to, like, use your combos, it's not really that hard. But if you're not having fun with it to begin with, there's no point in me telling you that. You're either going to have fun with it, in which case you'll get better at it, or you're not going to have fun with it, in which case, stop playing it. A game is meant to be fun. So yeah, as you can see, this is one of the hardest phases, just because of all this water shit. Like, I hate this water attack. No matter if it's in 2-player or single-player, I have always hated this water attack, because it's just garbage. I know I'm not fighting the best here, guys. Just because I got better at the game does not mean I'm a good fighter at this game, obviously. Like, I still have to heal in several of these bosses. Like, I had to heal, like, 2 or 3 times during the one guy's fight, the, Misako's father, who's not Misako's father, don't at me. I know, but, like, I always refer to him as that. The Nappa guy. But yeah, I had to heal a couple times during that. I have to heal in this fight because of this water shit. But yeah, no. This is not a terrible fight, guys, otherwise. It is not actually as easy. It is actually still not as easy as I remember it being the first time playing it. It is actually harder the second time. But I think a lot of that's just because I'm doing it single player. But even if you watch the single player, you'll see that I was shit at fighting. Half the time not hitting anything, not using combos, not using super meter. And using super meter is key in this game, guys. Like, most of the time, the attacks I'm doing right now is I'll do Y, 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 Y. Like, I'll do 5 Ys and an X, which is the common thing I'm doing here. But then the one I'll use on bosses is 3 Ys and then an up A. And that's all you need to do to kill these bosses. There. It's not hard. Like, let's see if I can point out. I think I use it in here. Yeah, that right there is your up A. That little, like, knee with energy. That's your up A attack. It works on all bosses. Again, sort of, except the construction guy. But otherwise, it works on basically everybody. I had a lot of trouble stomping on this boss. I think I get it at the end. But, like, I was having trouble getting it to work. And then, yeah, just the only other thing with this boss was just, you have to hit her. Like, you can't stand up and hit her. She will be blocking by the time you stand up, so you just have to not get hit by this attack. And then sometimes she'll just attack you here. But otherwise, you're fine. So, I think I get it, like, right here. Yeah, and then she apparently is like, no, 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 I need to get one more hit into you. Never mind. So yeah, that's it. That's all the bosses in the game, except for the 2 that didn't get recorded. Yeah, if I really hate myself, I will re-record those and stitch them together. I just really don't want to, because that means I have to play the whole game again. But I might still do that. So you might see those other 2 bosses. I'll figure that out. Then I'd have to record more dialogue over that. I'll figure it out. Okay, guys, I am back because I hate myself and love you guys. So I decided that I would just do another playthrough just to get these 2 bosses. So, I decided in this one to play as Kyoko. Right here I'm taking off all my stuff because in all the things I've just either been having money or no items. Yeah, I did not realize how much I don't like playing as Kyoko. Like, she is just extremely slow. So, I do not have any fun doing this fight. Like, I several times just end up, like, clicking on the menu because I'm just, like, I'm not sure what's going on. Like, even in-game, I'm not sure what's going on. But, as you can see, if you actually watch the fight, she can do, like, actual, like, significant damage and can do about half the same as anyone else. So, even Kyoko can do the exact same thing to all these bosses. But yeah, I do not like playing as this character, guys, so I'm glad Younger Bro did, because no. Like, she just, I'm not going slow, guys. She just plays really slowly. Like, her walking speed is really slow, and her running speed is not much faster. So yeah. But you've seen this boss before. Basically exactly the same as the last time you saw it. It's pretty simple. I would say this is the second easiest boss for any other character. Not for Kyoko. For Kyoko, it's pretty hard. But no, it's a pretty easy boss. Just punch away at the boss. Like, you don't even need to use supers on this boss. You can punch them half to death each time. And I think this is the part where I just get really sick and tired of the fact that, it's so slow, so I put on the bunny button, which makes you go 10 times faster. So, I rush the screen. Like, you can see how much faster it makes you go. It's insane. And yeah, you can be like, oh, it's cheating, but A, it's in the game, and B, like, it's just because this character's so slow, I cannot handle it going so slow. This fight would take much longer. For no other reason than I can't get around the screen fast enough. But yeah, like, with the bunny button, holy crap, is she usable. Like, I feel like I'm insulting her really badly, and I don't mean to be. But no. But yeah, this boss is honestly not much faster than just her normal, even in two-player version. By the way, you can actually hit her in most of her, like, above ground, or, like, yeah, flying through the air spots, if you can get to her. So, like, several times in this, I will just jump up and hit her. I don't think you can right now while she's using magic, though. But yeah, other than that, this fight's basically exactly the same as you'd think. It's just slow. Like, holy crap, is it slow. Goodbye, Vesper. Oh boy, part of me wants to cut this, because I just don't have anything to say on this boss. This is taking so much longer than all the others. This is 7 minutes long. It's almost 8 minutes long. And you can see why, just, you can't deal that much damage to her. Like, you can combo her, but like, I don't know if it's just Kyoko. I think it's just Kyoko, because I've not had this much trouble with any other player. So I think Kyoko's just a lot slower of a character. It's very weird. And, like, just not as much damage. I probably should have just said screw it and, like, used the other, item, but I don't want to use those right now. I want to save that. So, point is, gonna go through here, gonna beat the crap out of her, and, I'm just gonna leave you in silence until we get to the next boss, so. Have fun watching Kyoko beat the crap out of this person, slowly. Oh, and me not realizing that I can use that, multi-attack the Younger Bro's been using. See, there you go. There's where I, got up there and kicked her. If you can get the height, she is vulnerable. And yeah, you can even, right here, like, I knock her into her, like, vulnerable phase. Like, you can do lots of stuff to her if you can just get her down on the ground. So, it's honestly not that bad of a boss fight. This one is simple. Like, it's, well, okay, I won't call it simple. It's not a hard boss fight, but it's definitely a slow boss fight. It's meant to take a while. And taking a while in a fighting game, not as fun. Oh, also, I still call bullcrap to all this, Omni hitting you through, like, iframes, where you don't get iframes till you hit the ground or whatever. Like, it's terrible. And in this section, I just got really, really, like, controls screwed up for some reason. I'm not sure what happened. Just, I lost the controls for a second. Could not control her at all. Yeah, see, I think that's just, yeah, I think that's exactly half. Maybe a little bit more than half. But, like, she can definitely deal out damage. She's only level 20, and she's level 29. She's 1 away from max, so she ain't gonna get much stronger than this. This is what she can do. Before anyone asks, for all these characters, I do have every single item eaten. And I say item because half the stuff that you can eat is not food. Unless you think a video game cartridge is food or a book is food. And if you do, I have some news for you. You're wrong. And no, you cannot hit her in this. This is one of the few things you can't hit her. For obvious reasons. You're about to literally knock her out, so. Now, I can't remember if I had to go another round on her. So I guess we'll find out together. Yeah, we do have to go another round on her. I think I ended up hitting her before I knocked her down. But I don't think I finish her off until she gets knocked down. Because I just get screwed up here as well. Like, I just get, like, I get stuck trying to hit her and then fail to jump here for some reason. I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah, otherwise, not that bad of a fight. So, after this, we move on to the actually worst fight, which is passable with Kunio. Get out of the way. Come on. Fall to the ground so you can die. There we go. Thank you, girl.
I'm a fashion dote. Oh, you're tougher than you look.
Okay. But yeah, so. This is the other fight that I couldn't get recorded the first time. So. You remember this guy, Abobo? I'm still gonna call him, Misako's father.
I don't understand the question.
But yeah, this guy with Kunio, I do not have any items on Kunio, no speed, no super abilities, although you have seen that I do have them. But no, I don't have them on him. But yeah, so like, just using Kunio to fight him, honestly not that hard. But you can see here where he'll just get iframes if you don't know when to hit him. So, you have to hit him at just the right time, and it's kind of slow, and then you don't want to hit him too often, or else he'll get those iframes and be able to hit through you. As with all bosses, you can hit them while they're on the ground, which is nice. Here I cycle to my food, so I'm ready for later, because I'm probably going to need it. I think I've had to use food every time on this boss. Yeah. Jumps are really easy to dodge, as long as you know they're coming. Don't try to go for the one he's near. He will always pick it up. So just don't even bother. And then, yeah, you can hit him with his own rocks. And just make sure that you get out of the way before he stands back up. But yeah, he also gets hit by the infinites, so you're fine as long as you know when to dodge. And don't do that. Yeah, see, don't do this. But yeah, look, like, it's, again, like, as I said in the previous portion I recorded, just, a lot of this game is just, like, again, I don't like saying it's getting good, but it is getting good. Like, it's just literally learning the combos, what's good, what's bad, and using what's good, and not using what's bad. And it's learning the boss patterns. So, like, I have not learned the boss patterns enough to not get kicked by this guy every time. Nope, I'm getting as far away from you as possible. I'll get hit by this rock here, because I don't care. I just don't want to be anywhere near you. Because even from that far away, he will get you. And then after this, he has basically no time left, guys. It's a pretty easy fight. You can, again, if you start your fire at a certain time, you can get him before he activates his iframes. I think I can't end up punching him here because he's immediately going to go into another attack. You can Like, if you do want to get his own things before him, you can do it that way, where, like, you use your fire to, like, stun lock him and then do it. But yeah, other than that, like, this boss is honestly easy with Kunia. And maybe a couple other characters, but, like, I don't even think that's true. It's, this boss is pretty hard. This is one of the few hard bosses. Come on, just be vulnerable. And I think I end up killing him before he can even get to that rock. Yep, he's gone. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's all the bosses. There's your boss rush mode. Once again, way forward. Add a boss rush mode. I can't stress that enough.
Okay, I know what I'm beat.
Anyways, so yeah, that's this whole bit, guys. Actually, I think this isn't properly edited, so I'm gonna have to re-edit this. But yeah, I did purposely put in all the credits, but I think I left in something that I didn't mean to. Anyways, so that's all this video is, guys. Just literally a boss rush. Add this to the game way forward. But no, anyways. So yeah, the whole point of doing this was to get those items. Which you probably figured out because I've said that like 3 times. But yeah, so this series not done, guys. This is not the last episode. We're gonna come back to it and have a little bit of fun with it. Or at least I will. I'm not certain younger bro will be there. Well, he'll be in the video, but I don't know if he'll be playing. We'll see. But regardless, this series ain't done. We will come back with it. It might be after the next series. It might be after this video. I'm not certain yet. Depends on when younger bro has to record this week. So I will figure that out, and then you'll see, I guess, whenever the episode 16 comes out. So that's all I really have to say, guys. I have no idea how I managed to fill this 15-minute, 16-minute video with me talking alone, but regardless, I'm just gonna let the rest of this play out, the rest of the credits, and then we will see you on the next episode, guys. So, hope you all have a good day. Hope you all enjoyed this series. As much as I was hating on it through the first playthrough, I did actually enjoy the series, so hope you did too. Anyways, see you next time.
What?